This second module is all about you, the adult learner. As you come to understand what the research says about adult learners, consider not only how and if it applies to you, but how you will use this information to create a webinar that appeals to adults, as well as how you will apply this information to your upcoming internship. NOAA's 9 findings about adult learners is essential for you to learn before you begin designing professional learning. These findings are from 1973. Yes, this is old information, yet these findings are still applicable today. Did these make sense to you? It has been my experience teaching at Loyola that all of these findings are relevant to our graduate students in the Educational Technology program. In particular, I would say that our EdTech students demand the immediate utility identified in number 2, as well as number 9, which is referring to how adults want information that is appropriate and developmentally paced just for them. Another key piece of research comes from NOAA's, and it identifies 5 common assumptions about adult learners. You're probably familiar with the term pedagogy, which is often defined as the art and science of teaching, but NOAA's uses the term andragogy when specifically talking about adults learning. He believed that you can assume adult learners are directing their own plan and are driven by their concepts of self. He believed adult learners bring much to the table. They have a growing reservoir of an experience, and this shapes their learning. NOAA's believed that adults are ready to learn skills and concepts that are obviously and directly related to their work or themselves, and that they are oriented to learn immediately and apply their new understandings. Lastly, NOAA's believed that adults are intrinsically motivated. These 5 assumptions shape the concept of andragogy, which is the art and science of helping adults learn. Knowing that many adults learn best in group settings, one of the other essential learnings in this module is about the roles that adults take on when working in a group. Here's a list of 12 identified roles. Which of these roles do you take on when working with a group? The essential question in this module is based on the idea that adult learners are a neglected species as well as the most pragmatic learners on the face of the earth. So knowing this, how do we as change agents address this constant challenge? There are 3 objectives in this module. These first 2 objectives, about identifying the implications for teaching adults suggested by the learning theories and comparing and contrasting adult and school-age learners, will be met in your journal responses. For the third objective, about generating ideas of instructional methods that apply adult learning theory and principles, you'll engage in a discussion with your webinar teammates about what you might include in your webinar that connects to your learning. As you're completing this module, think about how your new learning about adults might apply to you in particular. Are these theories and ideas applicable to how you learn?